what we were talking about? What did you start to say?
I was asking you what you think about the building being so empty.
No, there was something else you said. You said that I was going to do blah something. I don't remember what it was. Anyway, you said that I was going to do something. All I was saying is that I was going to do something, just that I'm not.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
So why wouldn't you want to tell me?
It,
why wouldn't you want to? Yeah, right. I can go back and look.
Exactly.
Why wouldn't you want to tell me if you're clear or not?
Well, first of all, you're not a friend of mine.
But
so, and I wouldn't talk with you about personal things, any personal things.
But I mean,
I wouldn't talk to you about my relationship with my friends or family. You're just not a friend of mine. I'll have a conversation with you.
But we have a similar interest in Scientology.
No, we don't.
Well, we're interested in Scientology.
No, but that's not
different
interest,
angles.
Your interest here.
If you can demonstrate some clear abilities, maybe I would change my mind.
What did you say your purpose was tonight?
Yeah,
to dismantle the organization management.
Here's a clue. That's not my interest.
That's not really similar to our interest.
Well, maybe if you would. Go ahead.
It's not really similar to our interest.
Well, maybe if you showed me some OT abilities or some clear abilities, maybe I would have a second thought and go, wow, maybe.
So hold on a second.
Sure.
What's your concept of what?
Let him ask the question.
Okay. But there's an assumption there that we have any interest whatsoever in you ever being a Scientologist. There is no interest in that.
Okay, but still, I mean, I'm here. I'm here challenging you. You should, if you have a leg to stand on, you should demonstrate a clear ability or demonstrate an OT ability.
Why?
To show me that I'm wrong and that everything in Scientology is worth it. The forced abortions in the Sea Organization.
I don't need to.
The beatings by David Miscavige. It's all worth it because here's an OT ability. Look. A cleared theta clear, right? You can move things with your mind. You can make illusions that other people can see in the real world. Can you do any of those things?
Again, you've missed the point.
No, I haven't.
Yeah.
No, I haven't. Have you ever seen an OT power demonstrated in real life ever?
Actually, I have. Yeah.
Really? What? Tell me about it, please.
No.
Yeah.
But if
haven't.
If that was your basis of interest in Scientology,
I would love to be OT.
What I'm saying is.
You're welcome.
If that was the basis of your interest in Scientology,
yeah.
I don't want to piss you off by this, but you missed the basic point. Okay.
No, I don't think so. I mean, that is the idea. You get into Scientology, you learn about the bridge to total freedom, where you get up to a point where you're no longer pinned down to your body. You can go exterior at will. So if you can go exterior at will, why don't you, show me? Show me somehow that you are exterior and prove it. You can't do that.
Okay.
Because if you could demonstrate it, and people would be lining up to go and flood this org for real. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You could.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I don't think so. I think you missed the point.
I have infinite patience, and I'll keep coming back until the job is done.
Okay.
And
All right.
We can talk again. I won't even say I told you so, but.
Okay.
Yep. What I think will happen is David Miscavige will either, 1, commit suicide, or 2, he'll disappear with a lot of money. Actually, that's it. 1 or 2.
And then you'll be done.
No, I don't think so. It all depends on what happens. I think what will happen is the Sea Org will dissolve. People will be so disabused and confused that it'll just break away. I'm hoping that's what happens because the Sea Organization is just a disgusting sort of paramilitary life that people are trapped into. Not so bad when you're like a Sea Org that's working here because you're not under the direct command of David Miscavige and RTC. But when you're at Golden Era Productions, you know Rick Moxon?
Yeah.
All right, you know his daughter Stacy? Did you know his daughter Stacy?
I don't think I did, no.
All right, you won't know her now because she died at Golden Era Productions. She fell into an electrical vault. She was on the rehabilitation project force. According to the people that saw her last, she was in terrible condition. And apparently there was a suicide note that conveniently disappeared after she fell into the electrical vault and was killed. And the person that found the suicide note was whisked away out of Golden Era Productions.
Again, I don't know anything about that. I didn't even know that he had a daughter.
Doesn't behoove you to find out either. And that's where you're wrong.
What I'm saying is, I think it's. I said it used disingenuous before. I'll have to think of what the word is. But I think it's pretty. If that's true, I think it's pretty low to use the death of somebody's daughter.
Well, maybe it's because I don't want the deaths to keep happening, David. Have you ever thought of that? You can say that it's low for me to bring that up as an example.
All right.
But the bottom line is, I want it to stop happening.
And we come back to the same thing again. As I said before, is without saying anything about or minimizing tragedies that individual Scientologists may have. Are you talking about anytime anything happens to any Scientologist anywhere?
No, but I'm talking about Rehabilitation Project Force. In the fence at Golden Air Productions, it has spikes pointing inward with razor wire going all
You're not answering
around.
my question, though. You're really not answering the question.
Well, go ahead and repeat it. I'll try again.
Okay. What I'm saying is, it sounds like and this is kind of interesting, but it sounds like anytime anything bad happens to any Scientologist anywhere, that's Scientology's fault.
So is that a question? It's not a question. So how can I not answer your question? You're just like making a comment about what I'm saying.
So is that true? Anytime anything
No, of course
bad happens?
not.
Okay. So if I have an accident and I break a bone, is that because of Scientology?
Of course not. Well, it depends. I mean, if you're PTS because management is hounding you to make money, then perhaps. But if you come down those steps,
But let me. I have a question on that.
sure, go ahead.
If someone is not a Scientologist
Right.
and falls down and breaks a bone, is that still Scientology's fault?
Of course not.
Okay.
Well,
So-
then what's the difference?
Crazy guys.
Then what's the difference between the two?
The difference between the two is when someone gets hurt because of direct interaction with church management. That's the difference.
Okay, so if I'm walking down the steps and I fall and I break a bone.
We just went over this. No, that's not right.
Oh, okay. I thought you said it was.
I said maybe on a long shot if you're PTS and you're thinking about how am I going to get enough money to buy my next course because they're hounding me. I already maxed out my credit cards and you come down those steps and you fall and you break an arm, maybe. But that's a long shot. I really can't begin going there.
So how about
Go ahead, I'm listening.
if somebody else breaks a bone, then and they work for I don't know, they work for some company that is driving them. They're a sales guy and they're being driven to make quotas and stuff like that. Then is it the company's?
No, it's Scientology's fault.
Oh, okay. Okay, at least you have a little bit of a sense of humor.
At least that's all cleared up now. Good.
Okay.
But when someone gets punched in the face
Okay.
by David Miscavige, that is Scientology's fault.
Okay.
Yep. Did I answer your question?
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm not sure I would agree with the premise that it's Scientology's fault, if that was the case. But
David Miscavige's fault.
Let's because I don't have any, I have no data other than my experience, very limited personal experience with